So a few years ago, I went on a ride-along with House of Hope. I'm sure many of you know about that organization. And we came right here in this neighborhood. We went to Onlyville. And I remember meeting a gentleman who has been unhoused for years. And we started a conversation, and you know what's interesting? He grew up right in Pawtucket. But he didn't have money for transit to go see his family, and also he struggled for many years. So, you know, the family was burdened and really couldn't support him the way that he needed support. And one of the questions that came up was, well, how about, you know, trying to get services? And he's like, well, I don't have an ID. And to have an ID, you need to be able to give an address. When you're struggling with mental behavioral health or being unhoused, there's many layers. And we need resources to support individuals. One of the things that I've worked on as a city council person is to launch the first crisis response initiative within the city of Providence to respond to crises where people with mental and behavioral health are struggling, and also to link them to services, which is critical. We need to have a comprehensive plan around building more affordable housing, but affordable housing for folks low to middle income and folks who are not getting any income, where housing has support structures for them so that they can have the tools to get on the pathway for recovery. I know what it means to be unhoused. I've been unhoused. I was pregnant with my daughter. I've also seen people in my own family and people that I know who struggle with mental and behavioral health. So it's important for us to have a government structure that understands the root causes of the issues, has initiatives where we can respond to these issues and not criminalize people for being poor, not criminalize people for being unhoused or struggling with mental or behavioral health, but we link them to services. But also when we're thinking about housing, comprehensive housing, when people can also get resources, because if the systems are not talking to one another, and let's say there's a woman I know who is homeless, has been given housing, but then if they're not getting certain supports, they might lose those housings. So whatever efforts that's taken, it has to be sustainable. We have to build more housing. We also, right down the street on Princeton, you see boarded up homes. We need to repair those houses to create communities where individuals can thrive and where we could raise our families. And another thing too, one of the things we don't always include is our aging population. They need housing too, and that housing also should have structures where they can get support. Thank you.